Hey guys, today is the 22nd day of my reading. I'm reading the book Race in the Tide, and today's chapter is The New Girl. Monday 13th, the first day at my new school. Dear Diary, it's lunchtime and I've survived the first half of the day. The beginning was as bad as it always is. Class, we have a new girl today, Ella Harrison. 30 pairs of eyes turn to look at me. I smile at them, but I feel stupid and uncomfortable. I had 5 different classes this morning, so I was introduced 5 times. Lucky me. Some of the students were the same in each class, but I can only remember a few names. There is one group of girls who looked nice. I was going to ask them if I could sit with them to eat lunch, but I lost my courage. So I'm sitting under a tree by myself, eating my lunch on my own, writing. What are you writing? Ella looked up to see 2 girls standing in front of her. She recognized them from class. They were sharing a packet of crisps. Crisp, crisps. Quickly, she closed her diary. It's nothing, she said. The 2 girls stood there. Well, it's a diary, you know, added Ella. The girls nodded. I'm Tyler, said the teller of the two, and she's Meg. I'm Ella. Yeah, we know, said Meg. You've you were introduced about 12 times this morning. They all laughed. Tyler and Meg sat down on the grass. Tyler offered Ella a crisp. So where are you from? She said. Ella told them. They had never been to Margaret River, and as she talked about it, she began to feel comfortable with these girls. She liked them, and she found herself telling them all about metal smithing course she had wanted to do. There's something special about handmade jewelry, she said. And another one, said Mac, and Tyler laughed. What do you mean? Said Ella. Our friend Jenny likes making jewelry too, Meg explained it. Ella sat forward, e- urged eager, eagerly. Really? She said. Proper jewelry? Meg nodded. Yeah, with metal and things, said Taylor. She spends hours doing it. Ella jumped to her feet, her voice coming out in a rush. Where is she? Can I meet her? Can I meet her? Is she in the class? Is she in our class? Tyler and Meg looked up at her and laughed. Take it easy, Tyler said. Calm down, yeah. She's in our class, but she's not at school today. Oh, said Ella. She sat down again. Tyler offered her another crisp. I can't believe it, said Ella. There's really a girl in my class who's interested in metalsmithing. It's not so strange, said Meg. Her dad works in a pearl business, like lots of people in this town. Ella looked at her blankly. Ella looked at her blankly. You do know, added Meg, that you are now living in the pearl capital of the world. Broom, said Ella. I mean, I knew that pearls were found here, but I didn't know. Tyler interrupted. They don't find them now. They grow them. The biggest and the best. Oh, said Ella slowly, but her mind was racing. Perhaps moving to Broome wasn't a bad idea after all. So that's Jenny. Do classes anywhere in Metal's meeting? I mean, Tyler and Mac looked at each other. Crazy Dora, they both said. Who? Said Ella. Just then the bell rang. The three girls stood up. I don't think she's really crazy, said Meg, but we started calling her that name years ago, and somehow it stuck. She's an artist, added Tyler, as they began to walk towards the classrooms. She made all these strange looking metal sculptures and put them in her front yard. Before Jenny met her, we used to walk past her house and we thought it looked crazy, so we called her Crazy Dora. Yeah, added Meg. I like a sculpture that looks like something. You know, a bird, a body, a bicycle, anything. But crazy Dora, Dora sculptures look like nothing, finished Tyler. They reached the classroom. We have a science class now, said Meg. What do you have? Art. Well, I hope you survived the rest of your first day, said Meg. Bye, said Tyler. They began to walk away. Where does Crazy Dora live? Asked Ella. Turn left outside the school and it's the third street on your left. Tyler called over her shoulder. Look for the sculptures. You can't miss it. Monday night. Dear Diary, Ed is asleep at last, so it's safe to start writing. I had the most amazing day today. Some girls in school told me about an artist called Dora. She is a metalsmith and she's been helping a girl in my class to make jewelry. Her house isn't far isn't far from school. So I've decided to visit her tomorrow afternoon and introduce myself. Maybe she'll agree to teach me too. That said, he'll meet me in the town afterwards and drive me home. I can't wait. I'm so happy. Ella shut her diary and put it under her pillow. At the other end of the caravan, her parents were folding down the table and seats to make their bed. Ella looked at her watch. It was only 9:30, but she was tired too. She got up and walked to the door. I'm going to the toilet, Mom, she said quietly. I'll be back in a minute. She opened the door and stepped outside. In the quiet dark, she walked up to the shower block. Coming back, she stopped on the road to look at the sky. And as she stood there, looking up at the thin moon, she had a strange feeling that someone was watching her. She looked at the caravans around her. Only a few were lit. The rest were in the darkness. In darkness. She kept walking. The feeling became stronger. She looked behind her. There was no one there. She turned back again. In front of her was the Warner Wa Wanderer. In front of her was the Wanderer. The Wanderer is in complete darkness, and beyond that, the lights of her own caravan. She looked at the Wanderer again, and suddenly she saw in the under in in the unlit window the red glow of the end of a cigarette. It was only there for a moment, and then it was gone. But it was the woman. The woman was watching her. Ella ran the last few steps to her caravan and went inside. Her parents were already in bed. Ella quickly brushed her teeth and changed into her pajamas. She kissed her parents good night and then turned off the light. I told you things would get better, said her mom in the dark. Yes, mom, said Ella. She pulled down the sheet and lay on her bed. Why did she have the feeling that woman was looking at her? Maybe she wasn't. Maybe Ella was imagining things. Then suddenly she remembered the bracelet she'd found that morning. With all the other excite, excitement of the day, she'd forgotten about it. Her school bag was on the floor towards the end of her bed. She felt around in the darkness until she felt around in the dark until she found the bracelet in the front pocket. She took it out. She opened another pocket on her bag and took out a pen. She pressed the metal on the side of it. A little light on the end of the pen glowed. She stopped pressing and turned off. She lay back on the bed and the stone and and shone the light on the bracelet. It was really beautiful. She wished that it was hers. Tomorrow she would tell the people in the office about it. Maybe they could find the owner, but until then. And Ella slipped the bracelet over her hand and onto her arm. It was just the right size. Okay, guys, thank you for watching and listening to me. See you tomorrow. Bye.